Hello and welcome to our second lesson where we are going to learn everything about how to read Lenormand Grand Tableau. Already in the first lesson we speak about basic options how to read position and everything. Now we are going to develop this on a higher level. Now, first important thing that we are going first to go through everything what we learn in the first recording, in the first lesson. So, we are starting to read Lenormand Grand Tableau from the central four cards. We speak in this way and in this way. In this part, we will understand the central message of this reading. What the main message is, where the reading is leading us. What's the main message? For example, in this case, Sun and Sun and the Coffin are speaking about some kind of a great, significant, important change. This change is going in a direction of finishing something and starting something new. Why starting something new? Well, even though that the Sun is the first card and the first card is explaining that something good is finished, Eight of Coffin, we need to understand that Eight of Coffin contain this energy, something is finished, and because something is finished, something new will come. But still, this is moment of ending, but we need to know that after ending, something new will come. In this picture, we see this with small flame here above the coffin. Net combination is about 24, a heart and a woman. We definitely can say that something important to the heart of this person is happening, that this is related to emotional life or to some kind of fulfillment. In this case, we see the 31 and Sun, 31 Sun and 29 woman speak about some kind of clarity and success for this woman, while the 24 and 8 are speaking about some kind of ending of the love or some kind of burden blockage situation, that something is blocked in the love life. So, for example, in this case, it's very interesting to see that we have opposite combinations. We see that Sun and 29 are speaking in a positive direction, while 24 and 8 and 31 and 8 are speaking in a negative direction. In those situations, when we see something like this, we just continue with the reading, and during the reading we will understand. That's very important to understand. People have a problem. They start to read cards. They came to those four cards and they are stuck. Well, I don't know what this means. Is this good or bad? There's some coffin, there's 24 heart, there is 31. What is happening here? When you came to the situation, you don't know what the right message is. You're confused. Please just continue with other options and you will gain clarity. So in this case, of course, we are continuing because we are going with corner cards 20, 23, 32 and 36. In this case, we will gain clarity in this way. Entire situation related, you see, because we are here gaining clarity about central cards. We will understand that 20 and 23 are a story that's the problem is related to society and to many people or to many events. And the 32 and 36 are speaking that this is something which is related maybe to work obligation, or maybe to people related to work, or maybe to some kind of fame of the person. Now, when we say fame, it can be what people think, what the status is of this person or something like this. Now, again, we are just going through the reading. We want to understand what is happening here. Now, let me continue. In this reading, of course, in this reading, we don't have any question, we don't have any real reason for what we are doing the reading. We are just playing game. I want to teach you to play games. People are immediately trying, let I have real life situation, let I see what is happening. Let me play game. Let me imagine story. Let me see where the story will lead us, what we will learn, what we will understand. Let me say, for example, in this reading, that the that we are doing reading for women, so 29 is signifier. Let me continue now. Now, because we are doing reading for a woman, after we read central cards, corner cards, we go to the signifier of the woman, 29, and we read 9 cards around. Please understand one thing. In the Lenormand, it's very important to focus on position of the cards and facing of the cards. Facing mean where some card is watching, where is the direction of this. Now for this case, in this blue oval Lenormand deck of the cards, lady is watching on the left, which means that this is future, this is present, and this is past. So past, present, future. In this case, when we do a reading of the 9 cards, this is past, present, future. But I will immediately say here that when it comes to the male person, person is watching on the right side. This is past, this is present, this is future. And this is always. And in other combinations, of course, during the course, I will teach you everything. Now, let me do 9 card spread. From where to start? We will start with the past. We have 26, 18, 22. 26 book is hidden, secret. 18 is dog, faithfulness, trust. It's something related to friends, trust, honest. But we have also facing here. Now please pay attention to this. It's not the same if this card is here or, for example, here. I'm not speaking about future and the past, but I speak about facing and position of the card. Let me see why. See the dog. Dog is watching on the right side. Dog is watching on the right side, and there is the trust. Where the dog is watching, there is trust. Dog is turning back of this lady. Lady is turning back on the dog. Now this is message that mostly probably we have here a situation of distrust. But mostly probably because lady is turning back from this, she don't know for this, she don't understand maybe. Just example. Why am I telling this? Well, we read 26 book and 18 is hidden, something which is hidden, secret, mystery related to faith, faithfulness, trust, friendship. Very interesting. And then we have 22 crossroad. 22 crossroad is a card which is speaking about choices, option, decision or indecision. You see, you came to the crossroad. You have 2 roads to choose. You are indecisive. You don't know where to go, but in one moment you will decide. So this card should not be understood as a negative card. This card should not be understood as only indecisive. It's indecision. I'm indecisive. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to decide. But because of this card, I will be forced, or I will find the right answer, which direction is right for me. But still, this card should always have energy which is more oriented toward indecision. I'm indecisive. I don't know which direction to choose. I don't know what to choose. Please follow here that this information is helping us and not helping us. Now I will explain why. In one way, 26, 18, and 22 are telling that there are some secret mystery related to faith and trust and indecisive or choices. Now, if we use our intuition, mostly probably we'll see the face of the woman here. Now this is plain card insert. I will just speak here that this can definitely represent another woman. another woman that can be very opposite. We will not call this negative, but we will say easy woman that is going for her pleasure and her own interests, and definitely woman that can be second option. Why? Because it's a crossroad. Man is having one woman and having another woman. Now, don't even try to make mistake to always read this card as another woman. That's of course only one of options here. I'm here to present how Lenormand Grand Tableau reading look like, how to understand this, and of course during later lessons I will explain every playing card insert, when we use card as a person, when not, how to recognize this, everything. But let me now just play game. This is game. We are enjoying in this game. So we now understand there is a woman, second woman. There is distrust. But person doesn't see this, person for who we do reading. Now we don't know, is this happening in reality? Is this something that was happening in the past, because this is in the position of the past? Or is this just some kind of her own fear and phobia that maybe he has? Now, why am I telling this? Well, you see, 8 of Coffin and 26, maybe it's just in her head that she's creating this fear by herself. So you see, many options. This is Lenormand reading. You have many options, such a big number of options. And when you're a beginner, you will come to the situation, I don't know what to say. Well, don't say anything before you go through all cards to see what's the right message, what's the purpose of this story. So let's continue now. In the present, we have 8 of Coffin and 17 Stork, together with the 29. We see that in the present moment there is a change. Change is happening. Change is happening. There is a significant change, because Stork is transformation, 8 of Coffin is ending, total transformation and change. Now we understand that this situation is changing through this position going toward this. This is future. Let me see what is happening in the future. 31 Sun, 24 Heart, and 1 Rider are speaking about success, love, and new positive news, informations, or simply movement into a positive direction. Be careful here. This is still preparation mode. We are still going through cards. We are still not telling direct message. So we are telling, in the past there's problem, there's transformation. In the present, in the future, everything is perfect. What is happening here? Well, after this we will go to the side of the partner. Let me see what is happening with the partner. And we have there, well, again to repeat, this is past, present, future. In the past we have 34, which is money or financial, or maybe, and emotions, because emotions are can be read because of the water end, but also in the fish can be understood as something that is very hard to catch. Independency. Person is independent. You can't catch this person, maybe in a way of slippery, maybe in a positive way. So, but let me stick to the main card, finance, money, this card. And we have 27. 27 is the card which is speaking about significant news, letter, official thing, information. Now you see difference here. We have on the side of the woman informations that are related to love, trust, distrust, heart. Cards are somehow leading us in the direction of the emotions. While here we see in the past, this person is some businessman, official things, especially when we see the 32 moon close as a signifier for the job. But let me now say we didn't see this. We still don't know anything about this. In the present time, we have 30 Lily. Oh, this is the card, which is one of the hardest cards for the people. They don't know what this card mean. I will say here, wisdom and maturity. For now, just this, nothing else. Wisdom and maturity. Nothing else. Later, there's a lot of meanings. And the 13th child. And this person. So we can say that this person is having a new and much more mature approach, responsible, and more wisdom is happening. This person has in some kind of a new beginning. Now, let me compare immediately while we are doing this. Let me remember what in the present situation is happening for the woman. Transformation. Transformation is that is bringing some total change. Something is ending, something is totally new, finishing. It's a big change. And for this person is new beginning, related to wisdom, to clarity, to maturity, to responsibility, maybe not. We will see. For now, we just know this meaning for this card. And then we go to the future. And in the future, we have two cards that are mutual cards, and for her and for him, 24 and 1. We see that for the future again, cards are beautiful, 24, 1 and 16 stars. 24 heart is card that is speaking about love. Rider is new news, information, and 16 star is fulfillment of our desires and hopes, fate and destiny. Beautiful combination. Now, you will maybe question yourself, why am I not read cards in this way? This is something for the third lesson where we will go into this. I simply want to help you to go through most simple way how to learn. So let me take those small gradual steps, and in this way we'll understand everything. Really, if someone is trying to memorize and learn everything immediately, to try to open and do Lenormand Grand Tableau spread with houses, with all combinations, I don't think it will work. Let me go slowly. Let me be prepared for this slowly, gradually, and we will see our success. So let me continue. After we finish this, we need to see what is happening in the love life of those two people. And of course, we are going to the heart. We are going to the heart, and cards around the heart are almost all identical here. The heart is connecting those two people. Now, please, this is very significant. This woman is watching in the future toward heart. This man is watching in the heart for the future. Now, somehow those informations about this past are not anymore so negative. Either those corner mouse and the cross are not so much hard for us. Somehow we see positivity here. We are happy because of this. But what is happening? Let me see. Again, let me read from the past. 9, 30, 28. There is a significant and pleasant, you see I use for the bouquet, significant, pleasant, nice, it's present, it's meeting, it's pleasant, it's beautiful, okay? Major, successful person. In the present time, we have sun and rider, everything is fine and beautiful, everything is good. And for the future, we have 8, 29, and 17. You see, for the heart, we use normal way of reading. Past, present, future. There is no facing here. Heart is always reading this way. Past, present, future. For the future, we have 8 of coffin, 29, and 17. 8 and 29 are telling that something is, you see, we of course read from the 8 toward 29 and toward 17. There is a blockage, there is burden, there is some issue and problem related to 29 woman that is transforming and changing. And we immediately see transformation in the story. We see and we understand there is some problem related to the past, related to insecurity, and maybe another woman or something like this. But still we say that cards for the future are much more positive, and they're pointing us that it's changing in a better direction. What next to see here? The rule is always after the heart, where we see emotions, positivity. When you say how you see emotions, well, I see beautiful, nice cards. I see that those two people are watching to our heart. Those are emotions for me. We go now to 25 ring to see the relationship. And then we have a situation that 25 ring is surrounded with pretty hard cards. 19 tower blockage related to institution, company, or something that is hard to reach, to achieve. And 36, which is burden and blockage. We don't have cards for the future. We have only cards for past and present. In this situation, when the card is here, and of course there is no facing the card, so we read past, present, future, we will understand immediately that something related to the past is not, something related to the future is maybe hard to understand, to know. Something is hidden to us, something is very confusing. We don't understand everything. But I will now explain how to work with this. Now let I show this. You see, when it comes for the past, we have 33 free ship and 15 bear. Information is telling that the key most important things already happened, that which bring because key important change, key important decisions, key important movement. You see, movement is happening in the past, is going toward the 15 bear. 15 bear is someone who is strong, stable, standing in one place. Power. So we see that power already happened. This is very important. This is information. And now, you see, the power of the bear, it's power, strength. We see that things which are good already happened. This can be maybe relationships or relationship already founded on a stable basis or something like this. This information is very significant. It's helping us to understand. But for the present time, we have 19 tower, 25 and 36. 19 tower is information that something at this moment is not working in maybe the right direction. It's maybe hard to reach up to one of the partners because the tower mean something which is too high to achieve, okay, or the company, institution, which is very cold. You know, this is a very cold energy. Simply when you enter in a stone tower, it's very cold inside, you know. And the 36 mean burden that which we carry, burden as something that is problem, something that is constantly there, something is not, which is not changing, which is very hard information. And here is the moment where we need to add some new things which will help us to understand in which direction to go, how to understand better Lenormand cards, and we will use something that we will work more in the third lesson. So I'm just here showing what and how we can understand something better. Houses. Houses are positions where the cards are appearing. So, because this is number one, this is the house of the rider, because rider carry the number one. House of the rider. In the house of the rider we have 20 garden, and then we go 2 clover house of the house card, 3 ship card of the clouds, 8 and then 9 bouquet. Then we go to here and here and here, and here is 24 heart, house of the heart. House of the heart speak, this is position of the house where we speak about love, and there is 25 ring. Now, when we have this situation, we immediately read this in a way. Meaning of the card. Main card is card which is there. But description of this card is done by house. So 25 ring. We immediately understand, okay, this is related to love life, for something that person love, where the heart is involved, because it's in the house of the heart. Let me imagine that, for example, this house, this card 25 is in the house of the 32 moon. When we count, we came to number 32 here. We put here and we say, this ring is in the house of the moon, which represents job. So this is now contract. It's not anymore relationship. It's contract. It's something which is official, something that is related maybe to job and career. Just example. So you see, this is that kind of a thing that's very important to have in the reading, which will help us to do very good reading and to avoid to guess. Now, in the Lenormand reading, the most hard situation is when you need to guess. But you know what? When you are guessing, you are not doing something right. Because everything what is there in the cards is what the message is. You can't guess. Then you are subjective. You are giving some suggestions. You're guessing. You're not doing the reading properly. Now, because of this, people invent houses so that we can gain more clarity about which card mean what. Now, please understand why the Lenormand cards are so interesting. Well, exactly because you have this kind of a, I will say, 3D option of reading. First D is normal layout. Second D is combinations. And the third D is houses, in which house every card is. So you see, one card has such a many meanings inside. Can be replaced, changed easily. But now some of you will say, this is the hack. Simply you have such a big number of combinations, you can say whatever you like. Well, that's not true. Because you are guided. You're guided. Simply, this is a game. Now, in this situation, I'm teaching. Let me imagine a reading. Let me don't do real life reading. Shuffle the cards, put them aside, just for whom you do reading, to man or woman, and start as a game. Create a story as that you read a book. You take some book of some great author, like, let me say, Salman Rushdie, or I don't know, some Edgar Allan Poe or something like that, Victor Hugo, and you don't know what will happen. You go from the first page to the end of the book, and in the end you understand everything. Same as reading. You start from the first page, second page, third page are cards around signifiers, then about what interests us, and then on the end we came to the completion, the main message of the book, end of the book, end of the reading. So when it comes to houses, houses are always helping us to describe the card which is there in this house. So in this case, for example, 25 ring is in the house of 24. It's telling us that this ring is related to love. So we have a confirmation here that we are not speaking about something that is maybe basically related to job and work. It's definitely about love life. It helped us. But now let me see how this can help us in reality. Well, let me see now in which house this tower is. Because we are very confused here. What this tower mean? Now when we count from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We find that this is in the house of 16 star. 16 star is hope. So we have a blockage related to hopes, to our desires, or maybe to internet, because 16 star also mean internet communication via internet, but also mean hope, desires, destiny. How this will help us? We will simply go and see where the card that represent house in which Knight in Tower is in the reading. And in this case, it's here. 16 star. 16 star is surrounded by 13 child and 17. Plus 28, 1 and 17. In this way, we are able to understand many things. Now let me go further. In this case, for example, we can say that, and don't be worried now in a way that you will say, okay, this guy is now complicating everything, this is hard to follow. This is very easy. Maybe it's hard when you listen for the first 50 times, but after 124 listening of this recording, I guarantee you will understand for at least something. Just a joke. Now let us start. No, really, just be calm, be open-minded, and everything will come in the right position. You will understand everything. 16 star here, surrounded by those cards, is trying to say us that change is happening, and that this change is related, because this is past, this is present, this is future, man and new beginning, news, destiny, or something related to internet, and change through some snake, some other person. Please, this is way how we came to moment to understand what is the highest level of the blockage, of the issue, of the problem when it comes to this relationship, which is very strange, because in one moment it's terrible, if you remember the beginning, then everything is beautiful for the future, then in the present situation everything is terrible, but here, for example, it's not. We are confused what is happening. We are searching, and as we see, we needed to use houses to understand. Now, of course, if I start to from the beginning, we will find which house is where the 29 is, which house is where the 28 is, but I don't want to go in this. I first wanted to lead you to see how it's hard without the houses, to do proper reading, to understand everything, and then how it looks when you use houses. Now, when we came to this situation, we see that there is an influence on these stars from the snake. This snake is watching on the star. This snake is someone or something. And now we are sure that this Knight in Tower blockage in the relationship that create 36 burden and problem is related to house of the 16 star, and 16 star, which is immediately connected for the future with the 7 snake. But let me find one more coincidence here. Lenormand reading, if it's right, correct, will be full of synchronicities, coincidences which are leading us. Let me see which card is here. We have 36. 36 is in the house of the 32 moon. 32 moon is job and career. Burden that is related to story about 19 tower in the house of the 16 star, where we see another person, mostly probably some woman, creating some problem. We see here 25 and 36, 36 which is in the house of the 32 moon. And this is now a story about job, career. And we are now confused what this means. But let me see, where is the moon? The moon is in the house of the 25 ring. And the 25 ring is exactly there. So you see how the cards play the game with us. We start from here, related to this, we go here and we finish here, because this is house of the 25. When we count 24, 25. House of the 25. In the house of the 25 we have 32 moon. 32 moon. Here is a story which is related to some work, obligation, or something that is related to fame, to importance of the person, but most likely it's about job and career, because I see 34 fish and 27 letters. Somehow this is really official. In this moment, we are confused. We don't know what is happening. We don't know in which direction everything is going. We don't know anything. Or maybe we know. We are starting to guess, but we are not telling anything what we guess. We are guessing that maybe this 7 snake has big influence on entire this situation and the problem that is happening. So why don't we go to see what is happening around snake? Now watch here, the snake is facing on this direction. So this is past, present, future. If in your deck, which is different, snake is turned with the face on this direction, then this is past, present, future. In this case, it's opposite. Very interesting is that we have 22 crossroads here. 22 crossroads and 5 the tree. Symbology here is interesting. We have 3 here and 3 here. So there is a forest here, a couple of trees, and one big tree here, which is very interesting. It's speaking about something that is 2 options to choose in decision or situation that is having 2 options related to stability. Now the 3 is the card which is related to health, even though that I simply recommend to every person who wants to do Lenormand readings to simply have a strictly approach that you don't do health readings. That's, I think, very moral and rational. But we can use this card as a mental health or general state of health, just to see is this person healthy or not, which habits this person has or not. But the 3 is also family, or something that is growing slowly. It's family roots. It's something that is really long term and slowly, something which is slow, something that slowly develops. And then we have 17 stork for the future, for the present time, and the 7 snake. Change related to the snake. And then we have 1 rider and 16 stars. News and sudden destined information. So again, we see 1 synchronicity. Again, 1 card is connecting all 3 people. Woman, for whom we do the reading, male person, and this snake. So we see here, rider is somehow very significant, important card. Also, we see here 20 garden is in the house of the rider. A lot of people or situations or something in this way, or simply outside of the house. Very interesting. So what we will do now? Well, we will go to see in which house is the snake. And we will find that this is in the house of the 35 angel. 35 angel is the card of stability, card of something that is founded and stable as it is, because angel is on the ground, so you can't move. It's very strong and hard. And we have here a situation that we can say that this person simply has some kind of strong foundation here. It's hard to remove this person. If you follow the some logic, we will see that the tree which has the roots and this anchor which is buried in the ground look pretty similar. So it's very stable. What this mean to us? What can this be? We will see. Because we can use houses, and in this way, 7 snake as card. Let me see from where the snake came. Which card is in her house? And we go to 2 clover. 2 clover is small happiness. Something which is small. Little. Now, opposite information. This snake came from little clover and is surrounded by big tree and is in the house of the 35 anchor, which is stability, strongly founded and stable where I am. Very strange. And now as we are playing to be Sherlock Holmes, we are guessing who is this? Is this another woman? Is this some family member, some friend, or someone third? Who is this? How to see, how to understand this? We use houses. We learn a lot of through houses. Of course, we would learn more if we use all houses for other cards, but we don't want to do this. Now, when we finish this, we will go to see what the mirroring is telling us. Now, as you remember, mirroring or simply opposite cards are 20, 36, then 4, 15, 6, 22, and in that order. 20 garden with 36 is telling that burden and problem is coming from the outside, from maybe a lot of people, because this is garden, there's a lot of people there. This can be burden related to many people. We remember that this is the house of the writer, say news and informations. I'm very close to say go shipping and similar things. Maybe, maybe not. Next is 4 house and 15 bear. In this situation, we have message that house is strong and stable. In the house, everything is strong, under strong positive influence. And then we see 6 of clouds and 22 crossroads. 6 of clouds is confusion. 6 of clouds is something is confusing, something is hard to understand, something is very, very, very hard to achieve, to gain clarity. This is also a card which has a male person input on the as playing card, and is description of the ex-partner. Now please understand that this card, if it's in combination with some woman, can be also read as ex-partner, as someone who is from the past. Now let me see what is happening here. 6 of clouds is in mirroring with 22 crossroads. Now this is helping us maybe to say that maybe this 22 crossroad, another woman, is someone from the past, someone who is from the past, ex-partner maybe. Let me see, is this true? How to see this? Well, I will pay here attention on houses again. So I will first see which house is in the 22. In which card is the 22 card crossroad? Now, please, the easiest way to memorize houses is start, if you count from here, so this is 1, and then you go. But here is 8. So 8, 7, 6. Here is 16, 15, 14, 24, 23, 22, 32, 31, 30. Now please, lilies are in the house, in which 22 is, and the 22 crossroad is in the house 24, 23, 22. Dog, faithfulness and trust, maturity, and now we came to the second meaning. This is card also and related to sex, but I am always very clearly pointing that we need to be very careful when it is and when it's not. I will say it is related to sex if it's in combinations. But as you see, I didn't say this immediately. I was give myself right to go through all cards to see what it is. 30 lily here is, it's connected with 24 heart and the 9 bouquet. It's in the house of the 22, and the 22 is in the house of 18, distrust, dishonest, or something related to this, maybe cheating or maybe not. We will see now. While the 6 of clouds is in the house of the free ship. Now ship is exactly here. Dog, sit on the ship, go toward the ring. And 6 of clouds house in which is in which the card in which the 6 cloud is the house is 14 fox. It's very hard to always say this, repeat houses in which house, but I hope that you will forgive me. So 14 fox is in the house of the 6 of clouds. And now I think that I find the right moment, because all concentration of negative cards is here. Fox is above the book, watching toward the 11 whip quarrel, or something else like a self-repeating circle or something. Maybe it also can be related as sex, as physical sex, and the 8 of coffin as something that can be maybe burden, problem, or maybe ending of something. Now in this way I'm going through those houses, and they are leading me to find myself as the time watching some military map where I'm telling, I don't know, those are Axis and those are allies. For example, in World War II, those are Germans, those cards, and those cards are America, and I don't know, England and France, for example. Now, why? Because this is helping me to understand what is happening. So you see, I'm finding out that those two people want to be together. I see that this guy is very hard to be accused that he's that he's cheating. Or maybe I'm still wrong. And then I see this another woman, some problems, blockages, a lot of negative cards, and I'm confused what is happening. I find gossiping, influence of other people, maybe, or many things. Those people, men and women, should succeed. But too many negative influences. What is happening here? I'm not sure. Now we will be sure. We will continue. That's the point. Continue. Don't stop. Because only by the end of the book, when you read all combinations, everything, you will understand everything. We read 21 and 17 stork. Change is blocked. But now I'm paying attention what change. And change is blocked. Pay attention here what the change is. Change is 29 and 7 snake. Woman is on the top, 7 snake is under it. This means change is not possible, it's blocked. She, ex-woman, cannot came again on the top. She cannot replace this. This is not happening. She is blocked, but she wants this. She wants to be in this position, but she is not. Of course, this is just example. We can use thousands of other examples. Now let we go. 11 whip and 1 rider. 11 whip is a combination which is speaking that there are some arguings or something. Now rider is card that connect all of those people, which mean arguings are related and to man and to snake and to this woman. So this is connected to everyone. This is very important. Let me go now to second information. 14 fox is falling on 28. Now 14 fox is in the house of the ex-partner. So we understand that this is 14 fox influence on the man. And we see that the letter 27 is coming from the clover, which means that the snake is trying to send some messages, trying to establish new communication or something. And we see that the 32 moon is in relation with the 23. So 23 mouse is in relation with 23. 23 mouse is eating the problem. It's eating the house in which it is, 8 of coffin. It's very important to understand this. 23 mouse is creating the problem, but here it's in the house of the coffin, so it's eat and create problem for the coffin, so it's positive. And 32 moon here is in the house of the ring, so we see that something is changing here. We see a big change. In these combinations, we see pressure on this man, we see big influences, but we also see that somehow this is not bringing the right results for the side of the ex-partner, ex-woman. Let me see now. 35 anchor and 25 ring are telling that we have here situation. This is for sure stable and long-term relationship. We see that this trust is going to be cut at 10 of skite and free ship. Skite is cutting this, it's removed. We see that 9 bouquet meeting and this 18 dog can be something which is related like distrustful meeting or something, but the lady will gain clarity about this, and which will bring the situation to be problematic for the relationship. You see how I start to speak as that I just speak some book, for example. This is happening, this sentence lead to another sentence. I'm just showing how we go on a level of professional. From where we start and how we speak now, it's big difference. And we have 30 Lily and 26. He's trying to hide this. But we see that this is revealed. Revelation came. Why revelation? Well, pay attention that this secret book, 8 of coffin with the book, is revealed by the sun. Sun is in the future for the woman and for the man. Please understand this card influences those cards. This is revelation. She will understand everything. She will gain clarity. And then we have key important moment where he is acting as businessman. He is acting as a person who need to decide what is the best and most rational option for him. Money mean rationality. Person want to make key rational decision. As where you will invest the money with the key, which is bringing to 19 tower with the 12 ovals, which mean significant conversation about problem 19 tower, which is 22, or better to say 7 snake. So 2 of them will speak conversation, which will bring positive changes. What will happen? Well, we will go through the knighting. 28 on 29 and on 33 he's taking this woman as a key important. 29 is having a meeting and bringing everything to clarity, to revelation about everything she is on this side. Let me see here that, for example, 24 ring and 26 and 23, all secrets will be revealed, and 24 with 22, this indecisive situation, it means that this is a moment where you need to choose between this or this person. Again, remember, 21 and 22 say she will not replace her. This means that this snake or six of clouds, as much as she is trying to make impact, but please remember that we are using here six of clouds as main signifier, but is represented with the seven snake here. She is woman. We see that she is not succeeding in this because simply 5-3 and 35 enter 25, which is in the house of the 24, is so strong and powerful that it's simply not possible to be replaced or changed. So in this reading, we have a significant, interesting story. This is, of course, just the beginning. We can use many other combinations and everything, but for now, this is it. Thank you so much for listening this too long lesson, and I hope that this lesson will be very interesting and useful for you. In the next lesson, we will continue with Lenormand Grand Tableau reading. Thank you. Bye.